I'm Emma, for anyone that doesn't know, and welcome to Rose Cottage Creates. I am back a little bit earlier than I'd planned, but this is because I thought I'd come to you today with a little bit of a different episode today. So anyone that had watched my last Flosstube will know that I was going on a course down to the Stitchery in Northampton last weekend. So the course was on the Saturday. We were travelling down on the Friday, staying overnight. I was doing the course on the Saturday, and then unfortunately we were going to travel back on the Saturday night. So it was just a flying visit, unfortunately, this time. I always wish that I could stay longer. So I thought what I'd do is I'd film kind of like a vlog. I don't know, I don't want to say that because I'm not professional at all, don't really know what I'm doing, but I thought I'd film little snippets of while I was down there to give you all a little insight really. You could see the stitchery, you could see what I was up to, a little bit about the course. So I've made a separate video. It's not great, it's not fantastic. But it's about 10 minutes, so what I thought I'd do is I'll pop it in and let you guys see if you're interested. It's something a bit different, but I thought you might be interested to see what the course was like and all about that. So first of all though, what I think I'll do is I'll give you a quick little update of what I've been stitching on. So it's not been loads because obviously I don't think my last episode was out that long ago. But I'll show you what I've been working on at the moment. I'll put my little vlog video in the middle, show you what I made. I've got a little bit of embroidery to show you and a little bit of haul that I bought from the Stitchery. So yeah, I don't know how long it's going to be today. It might just be short and sweet. I might just be bobbing on and saying a quick hi. But yeah, so I hope you're all well since I've last spoke to you all. Today is Saturday the 16th of August, and I know that because it is my brother's birthday. So huge big happy birthday to David. We have been out this morning and had a bit of brunch, me, David and Alfie. Unfortunately, Kev's had to work today. He's finishing early and we're all going out for a meal tonight, so that'll be lovely. So yeah, we just nipped into town, had a bit of brunch, come back. It's boiling here today in Southport. It's so warm, it's a lovely day. But the boys, Alfie and David, both love manga and animes. They're obsessed. Alfie's reading that many books. I can't actually physically keep up buying them and giving that often. We're reading like one a day, so yeah, it's a big addiction at the moment. So they've gone to watch an anime, an episode or something inside. So I thought I'd bob on and do a quick little episode while I've got a bit of free time. So yeah, I'll dive straight in and show you what. So this is basically just what I've been stitching on since my last episode. So unfortunately I haven't started anything new at the moment, but I don't even think I've got anything to put behind that. Let me have a little look. If not, I'm so unorganised, I haven't even brought my board with me today. Emma, what are you playing at? It's not very good, is it? It's not very professional of me. So as you'll all know, I am a little bit obsessed with Stacey Nash animal crackers, and at the moment I've been working on bobbin. So yes, Pam, Ditsy Daisy, yeah, you'll know she's got an eye. Pam sent me a message and was like, Emma, I hope you've given that mouse an eye, because it did look a tad freaky last time, didn't it? So this is where we're up to with bobbin. Just show you that. So yeah, quite a fair bit. To be honest, there's not much more to do, but really, unfortunately, the last colour that I need to put in, I haven't bought. I don't know what's gone on. I honestly thought I had the colour in stash. I think it's Cattail by Weeks Dye Works. I'm sure it was Cattail, if that's even a colour. Could have just completely made that one up, so I'm sure it was. And that's the one colour left that I need to put in, and the one colour that I don't have, which is really silly on my behalf. I don't know why I didn't order that, because I think it's going to fill in the tummy and possibly the bit in the ear. So yeah, I need to, obviously I can't do any more on that until I've placed an order for that colour. And then if anyone's familiar with the pattern as well, it does come with, I don't know whether it's a pincushion. There's like a small square, well, it looks like a pincushion, whether you use it for a pincushion or not, that doesn't matter. So that I can also make that to go with it, but I don't know whether to just concentrate on bobbin at the moment and get bobbin made up into another little animal cracker. I'm really pleased how Humphrey turned out. So again, anyone that knows or has watched previous episodes, you know about my drama I had with Bunny trying to put it together with the sewing machine. That was a total disaster. So this time I've done Humphrey, hand sewed him, and I'm really chuffed the way he's turned out, really pleased. So I'm gonna obviously hand sew bobbin again as well when I make bobbin up. So yeah, just not long, like I say, not much left on that at all. Just need to order the colour. Again, for anyone who's been watching will know that me and Kerry have been working on the Witchy Stitcher, the medicine and poison pattern. So this, I think I've been working on that and added a little bit more down here. I think more like with the skeletons and then the outlining and things. So yeah, still loving this fabric choice. I'm gutted that I couldn't do it on the black, but oh my gosh, me and black fabric I think is just a no-go. I'm sure it's probably a lot easier to see on black Ada. It's just that I don't really love the look of Ada. I prefer linen. So we made a compromise and we went for this fabric, which in all fairness, I do absolutely love this fabric. I'm using it again for a different pattern I'm working on. And for anyone that doesn't know, it's Fox and Rabbit, Cactus Wren is the colour. And it's just, I'm sorry I haven't got my board, so I don't know. I'm sure you're all aware of it. It's just a gorgeous colour. And I think it's great for Halloween type of patterns. But yeah, that's coming on. It's quite a fiddly one, this, I think, because there's very small outline areas and I don't know, it's quite time consuming one, which is fine. I mean, ideally I would love this done for Halloween. Obviously I'd love them all done and framed and displayed and everything for Halloween, but do you know what? If we don't get it done, we don't get it done. It's not the end of the world, is it? But yeah, I would like to spend a little bit longer on that one. And the only other one that I've been working on at the moment is, again, another one that I've showed before, my Barbara Anna. Is it called We're All Mad? It's a Mad Hatter one. Oh, and I've not even brought the pattern, so I can't remember the name. You'll know what I mean. It's Barbara Anna, and it's something like We're All Mad. Oh, I don't know, I'm sorry. It's a Mad Hatter. Anyway, this is as far. So I've worked quite a bit on this one, actually. We had nowhere near. So I think it was only just to probably around here last time. So I've worked quite a bit more on the hat coming along. I think this is the hair. Yeah, do you like the fabric choice? I'm chuffed with this one. I don't know, once it's filled in, I don't know how much of the fabric you'll actually see, but this is Picture This Plus Legacy, and I really, really love this fabric. I think it's a gorgeous fabric. I think somebody else has just shown this as well. Was it possibly Sarah from Penelope's Pocket? Had just bought some of this colour. I'm sure it was this one, because I think you were explaining, Sarah, about how green it was in there. I hope I've got those right details. I'm so sorry, I'm giving everyone half a story this afternoon, aren't I? You'll have to excuse me, I'm so sorry everyone. But yes, this is Picture This Plus Legacy, and I think that this is a beautiful fabric. Love the mottling effect. Hoping that you can still see a fair bit of it once the pattern's done. But I've got quite a bit of the material left anyway, so I'll definitely be able to get many more, or definitely another project, if not many other projects. But yeah, hopefully you can see that. Like I say, I'm sure you're all aware of this fabric. because it seems to be quite a popular choice, but I love the mottling effect. I love those, the fabrics that really pick up all those different colours. So yeah, so they're the 3 main projects that I've been working on since my last episode. Like I say, I haven't started anything new. I would like to. There is many more projects that I would like to start, but yeah, I thought I'd just kind of give those ones a bit of love at the moment and see how we get on with that. But what I am so excited for as well, oh my gosh, now again, I'm sure this is popping up everywhere, but it seems like forever ago I placed an order to get this book when it obviously when it was released. So it's just been released here in the UK, and it is the Witchy Stitcher, Witchy Stitching, Meg Black from the Witchy Stitcher. So as soon as I saw that she had a book coming out, my gosh, did we hit that pre-order button. I love her patterns. I think they're fantastic. And I was so delighted to have received this book yesterday. And my gosh, what a book. It is absolutely fantastic. It's a lot thicker than I thought, but there's so much to it. So I think even if you don't love Halloween stitching, it's such a well thought of, well designed. There's so much information in there. I posted a picture of it last night on Instagram actually, and I was having a good read through it. And I think as well, maybe more so me as kind of a new cross stitcher, there's just an awful lot of information. Obviously an introduction. So guys, if you don't want to see what's in this, or you don't want any spoilers, please look away now, because I'm just going to spend a little time talking about my love for this book. So we've got an introduction, all about the author, which is a really interesting read. But then she goes into everything, so everything's in sections. So there's like huge big chunks all about fabric, all about different fabrics. Really interesting. Like I say, a lot of it probably, if you've been a cross stitcher for a long time, I'm sure that you'll probably know an awful lot of this information. And I probably knew a fair bit myself, but it's just so nice to have it all there in this book. So like I say, it talks all about the different linens, and then it goes on to talk about threads. So there's a whole chapter with threads, DMC, but all the different sort of the snippets of all different ones. So satin, hand-dyed thread, gives you so much information. Needles, whole bit on needles, scissors, hoops and frames. So again, a lot of it is probably information that a lot do know, but it's just, I was really impressed that there was so much information there. Just being careful I don't want to show any patterns, well, any charts. Stitching stands, even like the Q-snaps and embroidery hoops. And then obviously even how to prepare your fabric, how you start. Oh my gosh, I don't want to show the chart, but look at that. Oh, wow. I absolutely love that. If you've ever seen such cute ghosts. That is a fab pattern. So now it's going to be, what do we start first? So that's going to be the hard part, isn't it? Preparing your hoop, getting all your threads ready. Like I say, it's just jam-packed, even how to start. So the different techniques of cross-stitching and actually how to cross-stitch. So she takes you right from the very beginning. It's just useful, really useful information. Even speciality stitches, covers all of those. Pinhead stitch, back stitching. Honestly, it blew my mind last night. I wasn't expecting there to be so much information in there. I think she's outdone herself. She should be so proud of this book. It's fantastic. Then she shows you how to do bookmarks. So there's quite a few bookmarks throughout the book, which is quite cool. Obviously, if you want to make those up, and how to actually make bookmarks. So again, loads of information on how to make them, the pattern for it, adding beads and embellishments. So there's a whole section on that where she talks about if anyone's ever interested. I've never cross-stitched with beads. I have embroidered and added some beads on. In my last episode, I showed the gingerbread house, the pillow behind me there, where I embroidered sequins onto that. So that was fun. Gives a little extra bling here and there. So yeah, I've never actually done it with cross stitching, so that'll be interesting. So again, it gives you all the information, even painting your fabric, what paints to use and sort of like the technique for that, and it looks incredible. So she showed there a before and after. So I don't know how clear. Obviously that's the before, where it's just plain, just the plain writing, and in here, if you can see, kind of like bits sort of dripping down, so it mainly looks like a shadow. Can you see the lines coming down from the letters? So that has actually been painted, which is clever. So I am used to painting on fabric. Again, the gingerbread house behind me, I watercoloured those houses. So I have painted on fabric. Don't know how I'd feel about painting over once I'd stitched it all, but I think sometimes you've just got to go for it, haven't you? You've just got to have the confidence and believe that it's going to work and go for it. I think less is more as well, as she explains about how you can build up the colours and go back and add a bit more. Dyeing the fabric, so how to dye with coffee and tea, that's really interesting. Like I said, I thought this was fantastic. So obviously, for me, with being new to Flosstube, this is basically like a dictionary. So it's phrases that I hear people saying on Flosstube, but not everyone might be familiar with. So like a BAP, and it'll explain it's a big ass project. Everything, so like FS, I hadn't heard of FS, that's forgotten stash. So yeah, I just thought it was quite funny actually, more than anything. So it just goes through, I mean, there's some, obviously the WIP, the work in progress, the UFO, an unfinished object, but yeah, there's some good ones. So that just made me chuckle. It's quite funny to see those. But like I say, she's really gone all out and put in some, it's just fantastic. Like I say, it's a lot thicker than I thought. It's a really interesting book. It's a really nice read, and I think it's really nice in your cross-stitching stash. There is another bookmark. So like I say, these bookmarks keep popping up here and there, the charts for that. And then Bat Coven. They're a pattern of the bats, the 3 bats all dressed up. That's a cool pattern. Like I say, there's a lot. There's another picture of it there, if you can see that. This one I really like. So this is called Know Your Power. Thought that was a lovely design. And what is really nice as well is at the top, so you've got your picture of your pattern, and then over here you've got a little bit where she explains. So I won't read it, I don't want to spoil it too much in case you are interested in getting it, but it explains, tells you a little bit about sort of the pattern and behind it, and you know why she's sort of designed it. So they're interesting reads as well. There's the broomsticks. That's another good one. Quite a good choice as well. You know, some of them look, I'd say, fairly quick and easy. I don't think anything in cross stitching is fairly quick, is it? But should I say they look straightforward? That's probably the better word. So there's witch with the cauldron. Fairly straightforward patterns. That's probably explaining it a little bit better. And then obviously some more advanced ones as well. Superstitious stitches, so there with the black cat, the 13. Let me just see. Like I said, I honestly can't recommend this enough. Just thought it's well been worth the wait. Let's just say that. There's another bookmark. I mean, you don't even have to make these into bookmarks. You know, if you like the pattern, what's not to say you can just display it however you want. But that's the coffin case bookmark. Oh, this is a good one as well. So that's actually some Latin writing. Again, I won't give it away because that's got a really good little backstory behind the meaning of that one. Let me just see. Oh, the Victorian house. So that's what's on the front cover. Obviously, there's quite a bit more stitching involved in that one, but that looks fantastic. This one, Love, Nevermore. Really like that one. And we're a big fan of Wednesday in this house. So anyone's seen the new series of Wednesday, it's, sorry, don't shake the camera then. There's the Nevermore school, isn't there, that Wednesday attends. So yeah, I'm quite tempted to do that one. I think that could be the first start, maybe. Dracula's castle, now that is cool. And she's gone for red. I mean, that looks incredible on the black fabric, but it also makes me break out into a cold sweat, thinking about stitching that on black fabric. Oh my gosh, after my drama with black fabric, no, never ever again. Not a chance. Carnivorous plants, so that's a fantastic one for any plant enthusiasts out there. All the obviously like the Venus flytrap and all the real scary nasty plants out there. Not nasty, but you know, that are sort of kind of related to spooky and Halloween season. And then we've got, it just keeps going on. There's just so many incredible patterns. There's another, so this is vintage, like a vintage Halloween. That's another bookmark. Again, doesn't have to be made into a bookmark. Let's see. So this section's also, she's classed it as like a vintage Halloween. So this is vintage Halloween dolls. They're fab, aren't they? They're really cool. Garden of Halloween. So obviously she's got her big pumpkin head and all the little tiny ghosts around the side. And then to go with her, you can obviously make him as well. So they look really good together, don't they, as a pair? They look fantastic. Trouble is now I'm just going to want to make everything and make it in time for Halloween, so I can't really see how that's going to happen. I think I'll have to just, yeah, I don't know, chop down my expectations. I think maybe get a grip, Emma, and realise that maybe these are going to be for next Halloween. The vintage Halloween Ferris wheel. So that's good. It's like they're at a theme park. That actually really reminds me, looking at that pattern, I don't know why, it really reminds me. Did anyone remember, so I used to love, in fact, unfortunately, I think he's just passed away, Alan Alberg, the author, and he done Funny Bones. I don't know whether anyone else is familiar with that, but they, for me growing up, they were sort of like childhood books. And he done one called Funny Bones, and it was a story about all the skeletons. And that really, for some reason, it's just given me a real flashback. I wonder if they did maybe go to the fair in one of the books. Oh, I'm intrigued now. I'm gonna have to try and find that. But yeah, I loved Funny Bones, and he was such a great author. Do you remember the Pocket Postman, the Jolly Pocket Postman? and his books were fantastic, and it'd be this postman and he'd go and deliver all the letters. But in the book, I'm totally digressing and I'm really sorry, but it's just bringing back lovely memories. So in the book it'd have like envelopes, and you'd open the envelope and like pick out the letter or the invitation, and you could read it, and it was what was going to be delivered in the story. And oh, they were such lovely books. But yeah, it's just given me a real Alan Alberg, Funny Bones vibe. Tell me I'm not alone. Tell me anyone else knows that what I'm talking about, or is my mind just wandered to a crazy Emma mind today? Creepy Carnival. That's another good one. And there's just so many. So many. We've got Happy Halloween. So the owl there. And Haunting Hour. So I quite like that one. Those ghosts are just far too cute, aren't they, to be scary. That's quite a good one. And there's still more. Oh, so she's done a section at the back as well, Haunted Holidays. So she says that Halloween is not just one day, so one day a year. It's All Halloween's Eve, 365 days a year. She's put every day is Halloween. So for anyone that does love anything Halloween related, you can now crochet it. Oh my gosh, my mind has gone today. I mean, you could crochet some Halloween, which I have done actually. Toft has done a fantastic Halloween selection, but that's for another day. You could cross stitch. I'm getting all of my crafts mixed up there. Do excuse me, I'm so sorry. You can crochet. Oh my God, I've done it again. I think I might just need to leave today, mightn't I? I'm sorry. You can cross stitch some Halloween for Christmas. So it's Merry Creepmas. So again, that's been done in a bookmark, but you wouldn't have to make it into a bookmark, as I've just kept saying the whole time. Oh my God, what a rambled episode this is going to be today. Needs to come with a warning, I think, this episode, doesn't it? Ginger Dead House. Fantastic. So instead of gingerbread, ginger dead. Which I like that a lot. And she's done one for, is that Halloween? Yalloween candy corn hearts. And is there another one? Oh, there's another few. Oh, Till Death. So that's just like a sign. Or she's displayed it like a sign there. And an Easter. Happy Easterween. So the skeleton with his bunny ears. Fantastic. I think that's it. And then at the very back, finishing tips and tricks. So how to wash, how to frame in a hoop, all about, is that lacing around the back when you're displaying in a hoop and frame as well, she talks about. Is that it? So my page is stuck together there. Yeah. And there's the one, yeah, so framing it as well. If you want to pop it in a picture frame. And then just thanking everyone at the back, lists everything, and suppliers of things as well. So yeah, that's the talk through, botched job. Emma talking about crossing over between cross stitching and crocheting. Oh my gosh, there's too many crafts and too many hobbies, and I'm getting muddled up with them all. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. So I can't recommend that book enough. And anyone, I think it'd be absolutely gorgeous as a present for anyone that was starting out. I wish I'd have had that at the beginning of my cross-stitching journey, because I feel like I would have learned so much just from that book. So yeah, but I'm so glad to have it now. Can't wait to start stitching that. Super exciting. So now I am going to cross over. I'm going to leave cross stitching. So if you're not interested in this next section, although saying that, there is still some cross stitching excuse me, some cross stitching haul as well when I'm talking about Stitchery. Obviously, if you'd like to stay, thank you, I'd love you to stay. If you don't want to, feel free to leave now. But talking about my embroidery, so again, anyone that knows me knows that I get a subscription every month from the Stitchery of the herbarium. So every month, we don't know what we're going to be embroidering. It is always something out of a herbarium collection, and this month it was specimen number 7 and it was lavender. So that is the beautiful lavender pattern from Nikki at the Stitchery. Gorgeous. Really like this one as well, because this one was an easy, simple. Sometimes I love the embroidery that's a bit more a bit longer, a bit more full on, but then I probably like everyone. Sometimes it's just comforting to have a nice easy project, isn't it? Not too much brain power. You can just sit and enjoy the flow of the stitches with not too much thought, especially more so with embroidery than cross stitching, because obviously with the embroidery there's no counting, which is a blessing sometimes. So yeah, so that was lavender. So thoroughly enjoyed lavender this month. So again, in my book, this is a scrapbook that I've been making, and I will show you, first of all, I'll show you the actual piece that I've embroidered. So that is my lavender. That is the piece that I've done. So this time it's come with this beautiful, it was just a piece of silk, like a silk ribbon, and then you just make it into the bow, so it looks like the bow's holding it together. And they always come with these gorgeous labels. But yeah, it's a lovely one, isn't it? All gorgeous. There's about maybe about three different colours in there, the blues and the purples. So that's lavender. And that is my scrapbooking page to go with. So again, anyone that's followed me on this journey knows that I always do a page next to it, so it ends up looking like that, with the double page. And that is my scrapbooking page. So just whatever I feel, what blends in with the colour scheme, really, what I want to work with. I always do a tiny bit of information for what lavender is used for, and it's for calming, scent and stress relief, which I think we all know, don't we, and it's supposed to help with sleep and things. So yeah, I always add in a little bit of information on there. But yeah, this little lavender tab which I've just stamped, and another little scrap of linen that I made into a bow. But yeah, so the book is getting full now. It's really coming together. All that, I think, it's lovely, isn't it? I really like the look of it all together. So yeah, I won't keep showing you. Like I say, on each, pretty much, I think near enough on each episode I've shown what month we're up to and what I've made. So yeah, that's been my embroidery this month, and I was really glad that I'd done that. I mean, I think, did it only come last week? I think maybe it came just as I was going away. So I managed to get that done really quickly this time, got it stitched up, got it into the scrapbook, and got the scrapbook page made as well, which I really like to keep up with. I don't like a monthly subscription sat round lurking, because it just sets me off. I like to know that I can keep up with those and keep on top of them. So that's the embroidery. So for anyone that hadn't watched my last episode, last Friday, me, Kev and Alfie were travelling down to Northampton. I was going on a course there on the Saturday. It was actually an Acufactum workshop. It wasn't Nikki's, it was just based at the Stitchery, and obviously Nikki was there. But then Nikki did add in a small embroidery design if you wanted to add that in. So I thought in my mind it'd be lovely. I see all these videos and see people doing like these vlogs, and I thought, oh, it'd be lovely if I could film something, put it all together, and then give you guys a bit of an insight of what was going on when I was there. So I tried my hardest. I probably didn't get half as much information, videos, pictures as I wanted to, because probably like many of you at a retreat or a special day out, you get caught up in the moment. So I started with all good intentions of having my phone out and filming and taking pictures. And I held my hands up. I probably didn't get as many as I would have liked, but it's just a small, I think it's about a 10-minute video altogether. So I'm going to add it in here now, and hopefully you will enjoy, and then you can pop back and I'll chat a bit more once this is done. Just wanted to pop on and let you know it's Friday the 8th of August, and we're off to Nikki's, to the Stitchery. Exciting. I've got a workshop booked tomorrow, so me, Kev and Alfie have travelled down for the weekend. So we've just stopped off at some services in Rugby, some lovely services. So we've been travelling for 3 hours. We hit quite a bit of traffic, which wasn't great. So and that we'd already met Kev some of the way as well. So yeah, it wasn't the best, but hey ho, never mind. The weather is gorgeous. Just going to stretch our legs for a bit at the services. So yeah, I'll keep popping on and keep you informed with what we're getting up to over the weekend. Speak to you all soon. Bye. We're all living our best life in the Premier Inn. Snacks and what have we got on the telly? Independence Day. Morning all. Saturday the 9th of August, and I'm just on my way to the Stitchery. We had a good night. We've got up, had breakfast, which was lovely. So we're just travelling now. We're only a couple of minutes away. Oh, sorry, got the sat nav going off. The boys are here. Kev's driving. Alfie's in the back. The boys are going to have a lovely day. They're going off to like a big, it's called Rushton Lakes. So there's lots of shops, and there's a massive big lake that you can walk around, and then they're off to watch a football match this afternoon while I'm on my course. So yeah, driving along. As we're driving into the Stitchery, I'll film, I'll pop back on and show you. So see you all soon. Bye. Just approaching. Oh, there's the Stitchery. Okay, so just come into the Stitchery. Look at this. How beautiful. Oh, gorgeous.
And how often do you make those retreats? I went and did the retreat with only last year, wasn't it? Yeah. It feels like a lifetime ago.
I know. Come back.
Yeah, I'm going to. And Andrea has done this book as well. So we've got a few of them in stock, and Andrea's going to sign them. I've asked her.
Jean, who lives in Vancouver, Canada, she actually found me through Acufactum. So she had emailed Acufactum and said, where can I get the fabric in Canada? And you gave her my email. And then she contacted me and she said, well, I actually design things, and she designs these bowls. And I don't know if anybody's familiar with So Treasured Bears, but she has little articulated bears, elephants.
Oh, just doing a quick little video showing all the absolutely gorgeous. It's too many lovely things. Oh, stunning.
And I was wondering about putting some of that spotting for the binding, but I think you could use anything really for binding. It depends what you like to.
Yeah, some of the spots, that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, leave it with me. I'll work it out, and then we'll do stay here.
Hi, evening all. Just jumping on because I'd realised that I didn't really get a finished video at Stitchery, so we're back home now. Oh, it's been a long day. My eyes, I'm not coming on camera, I'm just going to show you what I've been making. My eyes are so sore. I don't think I can look at any more thread for a while. It's been a lot of stitching, a lot of hand sewing today. So this is the bowl. This is how far I got today, which I'm chuffed with, absolutely delighted. So I've made the outer, this basically is the outer piece of the bowl. This bit is some hand embroidery. Nikki designed a small embroidery motif that sort of coordinates with the fabric, and it was your choice whether you wanted to do the embroidery. You didn't have to, but I thought it'd be quite nice to just add one piece. So basically we've made these. We were given, this is the pattern, sorry I'm rambling on a bit, this is the pattern that we've worked on today. So this is called the Goodness Bowl, and this was the most beautiful Acufactum material. This was what we were all given. There wasn't a choice, it was just that was your set. So obviously the ones with the lovely bird motifs, and then this is just sort of a plain, like a watercolour print to colour coordinate. It was up to you which way round you wanted to do it, one for the front, one for the back. So obviously my outer one, I've chose the motif one as the outer pattern, and then my inner one, as you can see, this is what I'm working on at the moment. You'll flip this round once it's complete, so you won't see any of the untidy. Oh no, you won't flip this one. Sorry, you flipped the outer one. This one will literally just sit in there. Oh, sorry if the camera's wobbly. I'm holding with one hand and trying to jiggle about with the other, but you get the gist. So that's going to fit in there, and then we've just got to stitch around the top. But yeah, it's coming together lovely. I think my hand sewing is improving. It's not perfect, but it's definitely much neater. I'd say much neater than it has been. I think working on Humphrey the animal cracker really helped. So yeah, like I say, it's a bit rubbish really. I didn't get any pictures. It was certainly not of me and Nikki at the Stitchery. It's just, it gets too busy and there's too much going on, and you're trying to work and then chat to people. So yeah, unfortunately I didn't get any pictures of me and Nikki. And the lovely Andrea that took the class, so she's come over from Canada. She ran the workshop, which was beautiful. And the lovely lady, now is it Mika or Micah? I'm so sorry if I've pronounced your name wrong. She's come from Germany, and she's actually the head of Acufactum. So it's her company. She is the grand design behind all the beautiful fabrics that they produce. So it was absolutely lovely to meet her. and a friend, and Andrea and her daughter, and just the most loveliest of people. So it was an absolute delightful workshop. Really enjoyed it. Nothing like what I've made before. So yeah, basically we had these each tiny shape that we had to cut out, and then we had to cut the fabric out, and we glued it. So we just roughly glued onto this. I'm not actually sure what this is called. It's like a thick foam. I'm not sure. If anyone's interested, I can definitely find out. I know Nikki is going to start selling it, because I think these are probably going to become quite addictive, these little bowls. I think once you've probably made one, probably going to want to make a load of them, and it would be nice to make them in different fabrics. So anyway, watch this space. It's late tonight now. My eyes have totally given up on me, so there won't be any more stitching going on tonight, that's for sure. So I'll say good night, goodbye, wherever you are. Just like I say, I wanted to pop on and show you my progress so far. Hopefully I'll pop back on, or definitely take a picture, if not a little video, and show you the end result when the goodness bowl is complete. But yeah, for anyone that was interested, that's the pattern and the beautiful Acufactum fabrics. So I'm going to leave it there for this evening, and I am off to bed and rest my eyes. So I'll catch up with you all soon. Bye everyone, bye. So yes, hi, I'm back. I hope you enjoyed that. So as you will have seen, it started off with good intentions, and I was filming, and then I didn't get too many pictures towards the end of the course. But yeah, for anyone that is interested, so it was actually the goodness bowl. So I have showed this, but again, that is the pattern. It's the goodness bowl by So Treasured, for anyone that was interested. So we got the that pack with the patterning. We then got the goodness bowl pre-cut. These are called, I don't know whether, I'm not really used to, I don't really know these very well in the UK, whether they're available. These were pre-cut Pellon Peltex shapes. So that was what we got. So these were the white, it might have showed it, I might have got pictures of it in the vlog. These were small white cut out shapes of each piece that you piece together. So they were like, I don't really know how to explain them, because I've never really seen anything like it before. It was kind of like a cardboard, but soft like a felt, but did have some strength to it, if that makes sense. So I think what it's called, I think it's Peltex, because I think Nikki's going to look at, you can actually buy it by a sheet, so you could pre-cut, because this actually did come with templates as well. Sorry, it's in the cellophane there, but it come with templates, so you could draw around and cut out the Peltex, so it doesn't actually necessarily need to be pre-cut. It's just obviously for our course, it was much quicker and much easier that they were pre-cut. So yeah, I'm guessing that you must be able to buy those sheets, because Andrea, the lovely lady from Willow Quilts, oh my gosh, why have I just forgot Andrea's website? Willow Cottage Quilts, that's it. So she was the lovely lady that was taking the course. So Andrea had come over, she's based in Canada, that's where her business is, where she's set up. So she brought everything over with her, all the patterns, all these pre-cut templates, everything come over from Canada, so it was there for us on the course. So that was that, if anyone's interested, that's the pack. And these were the beautiful materials that were already pre-cut on our table. So these are Acufactum, and obviously the head and her friend from Acufactum were both there, and how lovely it was to meet them. So it's her company, and she is the designer, the head designer that will sort of basically come up with all these prints. And yeah, lovely ladies, and we'd sat and had a good chat at the end, and yeah, really interesting. It was just so lovely to meet her. And yeah, gorgeous fabrics. Now as well, I'm not sure what they were cut in, but I mean, there's so much left. Look at that. Absolutely a fantastic size. So we only cut out the shapes that we needed, so there is a lot of fabric left. I'm not too sure what I would do with it, but that is called, I think that's watercolour. So, oh gosh, sorry, the light's starting to come around here, I don't know. Can you see it's kind of got, there, it might be picking it up. Oh yeah, sort of small, can you see like the small white speckles? So it looks like a watercolour. So that was the plain fabric. And this was the printed fabric. Sorry, I was just reading what was on that. And again, look at that, huge amount that's left. I don't know what we're gonna do with this. It's loads. But they give you plenty because you could pick. So they were on about if you wanted, say you wanted every piece to be the same, you know, just with the bird or just with the flower print. If I half it and I can show you. I've no idea what the name of this fabric is, I'm afraid. Like I say, it was just pre-cut and already on our table. But I know Nikki sells all the Acufactum fabric. She's got loads all on the walls. I think you may have seen it in my little video. So you could always, if you're really interested, you could always shout out to Nikki at the Stitchery. Tell her that you've seen Emma and Rose Cottage Creates. If you're interested in the fabric, she'll know exactly what we're talking about. But yeah, it's lovely fabric. Real pretty print. And here is the finish, the bowl. So yeah, so chuffed. So this, as you can see, for my outside, I need to make the underneath bit as well. For the outside, I have used the printed fabric, but on one piece, I decided to do the watercolour fabric, and Nikki drew the outline very roughly of this, like a seed head. Can you catch that there? And I embroidered that. So that is my hand embroidery. So I just thought it'd be nice just to have one. I didn't want it to be too fussy because obviously there's a lot going on. But yeah, look at that, hand sewn, all hand sewn. And then the inside, my gosh, blowing my own trumpet, but I am quite delighted with this because I'm not really, as much as I love crafts and things, I think I've said before, I'm not really a hand sewer. I'm not, well, I can't use my sewing machine, and I'm not really great. I never really make much with sewing. So yeah, quite chuffed with that. So the inside is lovely. So yeah, it's really, you can hear that. It's sturdy. I mean, you can squish it a bit, but it's quite a solid bowl once it's together. So you make your outer, you make your inner, and then you literally piece them together, and you've got to sew up the sides and then sew all around the top, which yeah, I'm chuffed. So there it is in all its glory. I don't know what it's going to hold, what's going to go in it, but I'm sure we'll find something. I know someone had messaged me on Instagram saying, oh, have you put anything in yours, or is it too precious to use? And I was like, oh, actually it's holding the thread and the scissors that I'd been using to make it up with. I just put those in once I'd finished. So no, I'd definitely use it. It deserves to be on show, doesn't it, I think? So I think we'll definitely use it. But yeah, so that was interesting. Like I say, a course that I would never really have, not that I wouldn't have chose, but I would never have thought of doing something like that. So chuffed that I did. Sorry, getting a bit of a tickle. So yeah, that's it complete in its finery. And then the last little bit, so obviously while I was there, it wouldn't be a day at the Stitchery without venturing into the shop. So they open the shop up normally around lunchtime, and I managed to pick up a copy of the big bulletin. So for anyone that is not aware with Nikki, when she releases, well, I don't always think it's for a kit actually, but she had just released the Summer Carnival embroidery kit, and I don't know why this year I didn't purchase it. Normally I get everything that Nikki brings out, but I didn't with this for whatever reason. And in the big pack that you got, it did include a copy of this, but obviously Nikki's got a couple of these left. So I just purchased this separately, and I've had before, so anyone that has watched one of the previous episodes when I embroidered the mouse, do you remember? And I made the teeny tiny mouse over 1/1 and made it into a locket. So that was from the Strawberry Post, which was the book that she did last summer. So this is the Big Top Bulletin. So every now and again she does bring out these, and they're really good. They're substantial. They're quite a good booklet. So again, I don't want to show too much because there's patterns and things in there. So there's making a carnival swan chocolate box. So, oh, isn't that just delightful? And then they've put it on a little box there. So there's information on how to do that. If you wanted to have a go at embroidering that. If you did want to put it on a box. Just look, beautiful. Oh, gorgeous pictures. And she's done there. Oh, who's the girl? Is that a princess? A carnival queen. Oh, Nikki's done it as a needle case. I'm gonna have to be careful because there's a pattern there, so I don't know whether, I don't want to bend the book, sorry. I hope you can see that. Again, these ones are embroidery. Information on that. There's a better picture. Is she pretty? And again, you wouldn't have to make it into the needle case. Then there's some lettering, some fun. So obviously it's all very carnival related. And Nikki's sister Sarah is the cross stitch designer, and she has actually put in the cross stitch elephant. So isn't he fab? Look at him with his little carnival hat. So the booklet, they've actually made it into a bag. It's got the pattern, so it's got the pattern for the elephant if you just wanted to make that. Or it does tell you how to make a project bag. Don't think I'd feel that adventurous myself, but so there he is. And also, is that? Oh yeah, and another cross stitch. So a needle, circus ticket needle book. So there's the elephant. So you get the pattern for the elephant and you get the pattern for that circus ticket, and they've made it into a needle book. Which is fab. So again, it's got both patterns for that. Bit of information about slow stitching. Who's that? Is that about English paper piecing? Little story there about Lorraine. Lorraine's company, the Blueberry Quilt Company. So there's an article there all about her, which would be a nice read. Then she talks a little bit about Stacey Nash. Oh my gosh, there's even a recipe to make an easy celebration cake. It's like that school cake, isn't it, that everyone has at the moment? It seems to be a bit of a phase here in the UK. So yeah, there's a recipe for that, and then a bit of chit chat there about all kinds and some more lovely pictures. So that was absolutely gorgeous. I was thrilled to get a copy of that. That was lovely. And I also picked up, so for anyone who, I'm sure you've all seen this, I think this is this a brand new Stacey Nash Henny Penny. So again, one from the Animal Cracker series. Well, it's Henny Penny and it's a sewing roll as well. So yeah, Henny Penny would be quite cute for Easter. So I picked that up. I also picked up a piece of fabric because I thought it was gorgeous. I haven't seen this colour. It's Fox and Rabbit, and it's Inca, I-N-C-A, and what a colour. Look at that. Sorry, it's still in the plastic, so I hope you can see that. Oh my gosh. It reminds me a bit of, do you remember the ice cream, the raspberry ripple? Where it'd be like the vanilla ice cream and it'd have the raspberry ripple through it all. It reminds me a bit like that, but the cream is a bit darker, so it's not like your vanilla. It's got some real, like a buttermilk. Oh, it's gorgeous. I don't know what I'm going to use that for. I've no idea. A fat quarter as well it was. It was just a pre-cut, pre-wrapped, but saw it and thought, well, that's beautiful. That's coming home with me. And before I left, I'd placed an order online with Sarah, and I'd asked her if I could pick it up when I got there. So, gorgeous little tote bag, the Stitchery sisters, beautiful bag, and then in it was this beauty that I wanted. So Sarah has just released this Christmas pattern. I think, did she do a workshop? She done a workshop, so they've just had Christmas in July, where they've had a week, they had a full week, and there was different workshops every day. Nikki was taking some, Sarah took one, and then there was other various creative, artistic people that were doing different courses and classes, and this one was Sarah's. So unfortunately I didn't get to Christmas in July this year. It clashed with Alfie doing his summer camp at his new high school and one thing and another. Anyway, I didn't go, but I did buy this pattern. So it's Sarah's, the Stitchery sisters, and she's called it a Nordic Heirloom Christmas Sampler. And isn't that absolutely gorgeous? And I actually saw it there in person, and it's even more beautiful than on the picture. Although Sarah, it looks like, I don't know what Sarah's done it on. It looks quite a small count, so they're quite small. Each little motif, I don't know whether my eyes would take to it being that small, because as you all know, I'm a 36 count kind of girl. But it just looked gorgeous. So I'm hoping that you can see there all these gorgeous, so they've got like the Christmas jumpers, there's a little Noel and these Christmas trees, hers is the wreath, and it's got like the sleigh, the mitten, the hat, is the hat and mittens, Christmas hats, and I think they're baubles, all the baubles hanging, and the presents. Oh, it's beautiful. So as much as I feel like that is going to be a task to get that completed, I think I definitely need to be making a start on that. I'm not too sure what linen I'm going to use for that. I can't remember what Sarah had done hers on, but yeah, it's gorgeous, isn't it? So if anyone is interested in this pattern, let me know, or please get in touch with the Stitchery sisters, with Nikki or with Sarah, and whether she's got any more in stock at the moment. It's beautiful. It's lovely. It's so gorgeous in the frame that it's in as well. She's done it in this gorgeous gold frame, and it just really sets it off. So yeah, it is. It's beautiful. So that's it. That is it, everyone. I thank you all for joining me, as usual. Thank you. I didn't even start off, did I, with anyone who's new here, or my fellow subscribers, the usual. Thank you so much. I know I say it every time, but genuinely, I can't thank you all enough. Honestly, it blows me away. You're all so kind and say such lovely things, and it's such a lovely community, and I'm so glad to be here, and I'm so glad that you're enjoying following my little journey. And I'm sorry if it was a bit of a different one today, if it wasn't what you were quite expecting from me, but I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed seeing a bit of my other crafts and what I like to get up to. So I'm not sure when I'll be back. Like I said, we're out for a meal tonight. We're also coming up soon as well, we're all actually going on holiday. We're going to London, so it will be mine and Alfie's first time in London, in like proper London. Yeah, we've been on like the outskirts and stuff, but we've never sort of been into London. So yeah, we've got that coming up soon, so that'll be something lovely to look forward to. So I'm not sure how much stitching I'll get done. Hopefully we can find a bit of time, and hopefully we can find something to start, maybe that sampler, or who knows. So I hope you're all keeping well, hope you're all enjoying your stitching. Please again, feel free to drop me a comment, like, subscribe. I love hearing from you all, so I really hope you've enjoyed today. Thank you so much. Take care everyone, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.